Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the NXT review series. This time for the um, 25th of July, 25th of April 2012. Striker comes out. He's basically talking about how things are continually getting out of control. Derek Bateman is out next, and he is kind of has been back and forth and around here. More issues as it relates to the return of Hornswoggle. Overall, this whole concept at this point, NXT has become a joke. We kind of see a square off between JTG, who had interfered in the romance in previous weeks with Derek Bateman and Maxine and Caitlyn and all of that. But the stories, in a lot of ways, end up being inconsequential. And I guess the return of Hornswoggle is more to try and pop a rating or something. Um, just FYI, we will be doing less of these with the All Star Wrestling return to the network. Um, but not less content, just less of the NXT. We will eventually finish the NXT series as with everything. But anyway, arm bars, arm locks, chop downs by Bateman. Bateman manages to do everything he can to keep things going. JTG takes the man down and is pretty aggressive about the process of all of that. Body slams and the like. Keeps him in the ropes, tries to keep him off of making a comeback. Attempted run with and not limited to a almost, I'd say, necktie neck breaker by JTG. JTG gets a near fall, and eventually Bateman gets his finish, that kind of stutter step stroke, and gets the win. Then we see more questions, I guess you'd say, between the damage done to the wrist of Maxine. Johnny Curtis is still here and kind of trying to get attention. Highlights for the Extreme Rules 2012 thing, which is pretty big deal. Wonder if Percy Watson is the cause of injuries to various people, including but not limited to Maxine and others. The intimation by Caitlyn is that she believes it could be happening. Natalya is here, and Natalya is showing up to back up Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd and she obviously have involvements. They go head to head, as do Natalya and um, her combatant here. And again, it is what it is. It's pretty basic, pretty simple, but at the same time, the match itself, Caitlyn and Natalya make their way out and around, and Caitlyn is partnered with Tamina. And I mean, ultimately, the match itself is super basic, nothing to write home about. Although Natalya does end up fighting out pretty well, ends up where Natalya is in control of the majority of the contest. Caitlyn comes at her with a low octane, high speed crossbody, gets what she wants out of the process there. Johnny Curtis is out there endorsing Maxine. Continuation of the chaos, and eventually Tamina gets the splash for the win, and top rope superfly splash, that is, for the win, and there we go. We go to more towards the main event of this particular program, a returning Michael McGillicuddy, who is facing off against Johnny Curtis. They kind of have had very little interaction, but it's there, trying to find something for Curtis to do. McGillicuddy bails out, doesn't like the way the match is going, nearly quits on the match. Johnny Curtis, obviously still more the heel, but it's almost heel because neither guy is clearly over as a babyface. Um, and then then Tyson Kidd gets in on the match here. Um, how that manages to almost be like a sub in or something. Anyway, match is kind of goofy, as is the whole premise of this. They were doing really well with Tyson Kidd going forward, but Johnny Curtis and Tyson Kidd is an interesting way to go with it. Two younger guys trying to get things going. Curtis manages to cut the ring off and use the arm bars and the like. Johnny Curtis continues to impress, but hasn't really found his home yet, for lack of better term. Curtis cuts off T.J. Wilson, aka Tyson Kidd, going to the top rope, and they do a modified superplex. There is some wonder about the sincerity of all of this, and then we eventually do see a Michael McGillicuddy not being happy with the result, as we see a wheelbarrow suplex on Tyson Kidd. Johnny Curtis takes a little bit too long to go for the cover, and Curtis eventually misses a top rope leg drop, leading to the eventual win for Tyson Kidd, including the use of the sharpshooter, the heart related move. Actually, instead of a sharpshooter, which it looks like he's going for, he actually goes for triangle choke with kicks to the head and other such. But anyway, that will close us for today. We'll be back with more right after this.